Brr, brr.
Brr, brr, brr.
Well, now you're just rolling your R's. No, you have to go.
Brr.
Yeah, brr, brr,
Brr, brr, brr,
brr, brr.
brr, brr.
I can't roll my R.
Skrrt.
Oh, skrrt. Yeah, hold on. Brr. I can't roll my fucking R's. I really can't.
It's the teeth.
It's for sure. Brr, brr. I
Brr,
can't.
brr. I did it a lot in my youth.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I've brrapped a lot.
Have you?
Yeah.
Why? Get a
Sometimes
real
you
gun.
just-
You're in America.
I don't like that at all. I didn't like that response at all. I've never been able to roll my R's.
No.
Not very well. And I hear that it's like impossible to learn now that you're my age, you know?
Now that your tongue's settled.
Yeah, it's settled, it knows what it's doing. It's almost like you'll always kind of have an accent if you're a certain age and you like learn
Yeah.
a different language, you know?
Uh-huh.
I'll always not know how to roll my R's.
Oh. That's a shame.
I could do it in small amounts. Let me just hold on. If I go like this, and I just speed up the audio.
Catch you at the rap battle doing that.
Well, I can. And I look at the cameraman and I go, speed that up.
Speed it up.
Or I'm going to look like a fucking
Speed it
idiot
up.
on
Give me
YouTube.
like a ×3.
Yeah, at least a ×3 and it'll sound
Yeah.
like that.
Amazing.
Hey, welcome to All the Space in Between. My name's Mitch.
I'm Billy. Welcome to our show.
Welcome to our new office. It's a brand new thing.
Can you hear that it's shiny and new?
Do we sound different right now?
Can you hear the little amount of foam padding that we put on the walls?
We did put a little foam padding on
Yeah.
the walls, and we rearranged the entire room. We've been working pretty much. We talked about this in the last episode, right? How we're gonna like rearrange the office.
I don't remember.
I think we did.
Okay.
People will remind us if we did or
I
not.
believe you.
But yeah, we did it, and oh my god, so many steps.
It's beautiful.
There's so many steps though, from like moving the TV that was on the wall to putting it on the next wall to taking my desk outside and refinishing it, and building a bookcase, and then redoing the closet, reorganizing everything, getting like storage boxes
Shelves
and
for
shelves and
that.
stuff for the office, and then we actually yesterday started to we cut and sanded and stained
Yeah.
a piece of wood to hang onto the wall that I can now hang my guitars on in the closet.
And it's beautiful.
Yeah, it looks really good.
My baby.
You did all of that.
Yeah.
I pointed at stuff and I said,
And it
"Try
looks
this, do
really
this,"
good.
but you handled the whole thing, and you did beautiful. So yeah, gorgeous in here. In fact, if you're watching on YouTube, I don't know when the YouTube video is going to be out. So if it's not out yet, it usually goes up like on Monday in the afternoon, but it doesn't go up early like the other stuff. Maybe I'll put this one up early just for this case, but
We'll see.
for this sake alone. But if you're watching the YouTube video, starting right now, I'm going to include footage of the office. So you can see what it is that we're looking at, and it's a proper little room in here now. It's a podcasting room. It's an
real
office.
cozy.
It's a recording space. It's an art space. It's very cool.
I mean, it was cool before, but this makes a lot more sense.
It does. It makes a ton more sense.
Yeah.
And again, youtube.com/allthespaceInbetween. If you're not subbed already, it is a place to listen to the podcast and watch cool looping footage.
Yeah.
Just a little thing that we do so that people on YouTube who refuse to leave YouTube
They won't leave.
can still listen
I
to the
beg
podcast.
and plead with them, but they won't fucking leave.
It perplexes me that so many people they will pick a platform and they will refuse to use something else.
Yeah.
Every time I put something up on SoundCloud, somebody will be like, "Oh my god, I thought you stopped making music.
I thought you fucking died.
I didn't. Where have you been?" It's like I tweet all the fucking time.
I've been on every other place.
Why is SoundCloud the only way that you keep up with me? And YouTube is the exact same way.
Yes.
Anytime I put up a video on the Flat Sound channel, people are like, "Oh my god, he's back! I've not heard from you. I thought you quit. I thought you retired."
So why did you think that?
Why did
I'm a
you-
musician. It's been about 6 months, which isn't even that
It's
long.
not that long.
No.
So here's a new song. Here you go. Here's an album. Here's something. You know. People will be convinced that you are not around anymore because you didn't upload on one platform, and it's because they refuse to leave that one platform.
Not even to leave it, but to just look elsewhere at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
Just to like check up, like, he hasn't put anything up on YouTube. He's still tweeting. He's working on stuff. They will not even check.
No.
They will not check Instagram. They will not do anything like that. Here's my tip for the day. Diversify that. Exit YouTube.
Don't allow all of your internet and media usage to be by one large conglomerate. Don't do that.
Yeah, there was somebody a few episodes ago on YouTube that like mentioned how we were late for the upload because we were like really busy that day.
Yeah.
And they were like, I was waiting for this, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, it was up on the website. You could have listened to it.
Yeah, because everywhere else it goes up at the same time every single week.
Right, because it's the same file.
Yeah, it's an RSS feed. It goes up in the same place over every audio platform all at the same time. The only reason that YouTube is different is because it's not an automated thing that's pulling from an RSS feed. It's an actual video that we need to make, that Mitch needs to film. And
it takes a while, too.
Yeah. It takes a good few hours. So that's why that goes up at a different time. Yeah. But it's everywhere else.
Why wouldn't you go to allthespaceinbetween.com if you really wanted to hear it and you were waiting for it? You were waiting to hear the episode.
Yeah.
But you didn't
like
go
you
to...
were like sitting there at lunchtime like, oh fuck, wish I could listen to the episode, but
it's just not up on YouTube
don't
yet.
know how to go to a website.
I just can't go to allthespaceinbetween.com or Spotify or or Apple Podcast or Google Podcast or Deezer or anything else.
Deezer. Yeah.
Stuff like that. There's something about it because so many people do it, but I just can't quite wrap my mind around it. I just can't quite grasp it. I can't understand it.
No, I'm not a fan.
But anyway, speaking of YouTube, go to allthespaceinbetween.com /what? No. Go /YouTube. Go to youtube.com /allthespaceinbetween.
Yeah.
And you could have seen that footage that I played during that time. In fact, fuck it. I'll play it again. Here.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
he's mad about this footage.
I think it's going to be cool.
Well,
I think it's going to be neat for the people on YouTube who be like, oh, wow, I'm getting something a little extra out of listening to it here.
So we're rewarding them for being bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I usually do. It's this weird, it's toxic is what it is. It's this weird, like, it's not quite gaslighting, but it's something close.
It is reinforcing.
Yeah, it is. It is. I like, you're bad for doing this, but here's a little treat. Here's a little bit of kibble, you know?
Yeah. The kibble is our delicious new office podcasting
space.
Setup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which means I have to clean it a little bit before I take the footage, so. Are you hot?
Yeah.
It's so warm.
I'm so sweaty.
You know this new setup is right under the window? I think it's a little hot here.
Well, for me, it's in basically the same place as like was.
Should I open the window and just see and just hope we don't get too much? Because like this microphone's like pointed out the window basically, but I think it'll be okay.
I think you'll be fine.
Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll just see.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Oh, that's so much nicer.
The relief.
That's so much better.
Oh, the air got lighter. Whew. So much less oppressive.
Anyway, that's all we've been doing for
literally all week.
And we still have more
building
to do.
Shelves, building other shelves, sanding wood, staining wood, drilling shit.
It's been very satisfying and it's almost done. So
I feel like a crafty little man.
You do. You look like a crafty little man.
Thank you.
And I was really surprised yesterday when I was like, okay, we could just put this piece of wood up. But, I mean, it's just going in a closet, so it's not going to matter. But we could stain it. You're like, let's stain it. I'm like, Jesus, really? It's going to take all day.
I was like, let's round out the edges. Let's make it look a little rustic.
Yeah. So now it looks a little rustic, and it matches the wood in the rest of the room. So
it's beautiful.
There you go, Tim the Tool Man Taylor. There's your fucking piece of wood.
I accidentally had my builder's bum out and everything yesterday.
Yeah, you did. You look like a little plumber. A builder's bum, is that an actual term?
Yeah.
Wow, that's really cute. A builder's bum.
It's not cute in real life.
It's a cute term, though.
It's a cute term.
A builder's bum.
But yeah, it's usually just on, a builder. So
yeah. Nothing against builders. Yeah, I guess that's just called like plumber's crack here.
You've made that up.
No, I think it is.
You don't call it plumber's crack.
Maybe plumber. No, let me look that up.
Oh my god.
Plumber's crack. Right there.
What?
plumber's crack.
Well, builder's bum is cuter sounding than that.
Well, that's why I'm so impressed by it. It's because we grew up with
the
plumber's crack.
alliteration. Yeah.
See? Look at this. I'm going to Google Images. I'm looking at plumber's crack, and that's how you looked yesterday.
He's making me look at men's bums.
Uh-huh. This is some cuck shit. You into this?
Builder's bum.
I am.
Yeah.
Same shit. Mm-hmm. Definitely same shit. Who's taking these pics? This seems like a huge violation of these men's privacy, right? This is an enormous violation. Let's get into the first question.
Okay.
Because we have 4 emails to get through. So, in fact, let me change this so I know our time. Oops, I can't see that at all.
Whoop.
It's way too small, but
God.
I'm too lazy to change it. But I'm not lying when I say I cannot see that at all.
Just guess.
Oh, here we go. Does that say time?
Yeah.
It does. Okay, we're 11 minutes in.
Cool.
First question. I will read it. This is an update. Mm-hmm. This one is an update from last week. It was last week's question, right?
Yes.
And it was a question called Mitch-induced road vomit.
Yeah.
And this is a little update on that. And it says, hello, my 2 gross motherfuckers. I know that you 2 are fans of updates, and I would love to provide a clarification. I did, in fact, vomit on the side of the road, not just almost vomit. So that alone is
okay.
All
right.
That's a lot.
Leveled up. Fine.
I am also pulled over on the side of the road interstate once again at midnight on a Monday night. I also have already filmed a TikTok about this monumental event. Very glad that you 2 enjoyed my scooter video. I must now finish this drive and this pod. Hopefully Mitchy Boy does not induce road vomit again. Sincerely, Midnight Roadside Puker.
Yes, we did watch the TikTok. And yes, it was adorable.
Of them freaking out that we... Yeah, that was really cute.
Of them listening to the pod.
Yeah, we were giggling.
Uh-huh.
We were blushing.
Yeah.
And it was adorable. Yeah, this is... Can you remember their TikTok name?
Pseudo Skater Girl.
You say...
Which I'm definitely... I know I say it wrong.
Pseudo?
Pseudo.
Pseudo. Remind me, and everybody at home, how you thought legume was pronounced for years? Come on.
Why are you doing this?
Come on, I wanna hear it.
The fucked up thing is that I still think it's pronounced like that, even though you told me it's not, and I looked it up, and I know that it's not. I can't change it in my head.
A legume, like a bean.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
A legume.
A legume.
Yeah.
A legume.
It's like
it sounds French. Wait, it's not French.
But
though.
most of our vegetables are French. Okay.
Legume.
Courgette.
Yeah,
Aubergine.
It's not like an aubergine.
See,
or
every other G we have is like that: courgette, aubergine, legume. See where I got it from?
I do. It's very funny. You were just like a legume, and I was like, "Oh, what?" Oh, the humble legume.
Oh,
the bean.
The bean.
The humble.
You want a bean?
You're gonna. That's what you were saying for dinner.
Honey, I'm hungry for legumes.
Just a little humble bean.
Yeah.
Anyway, looking it up now, and yes, their TikTok is Pseudo Skater Girl on TikTok, and very cool listener. Might I say one of our coolest?
Perhaps.
I've already said
We'll
it.
have to have a competition to really make sure.
Hey, speaking of competitions, Oh, actually, no. I would like to wrap up this email and just say, for the people that weren't listening, and if you weren't, just go back one episode. My God, why just keep
it's
up,
right there.
Keep up with the podcast. Come on. I was talking about gross toilet stuff, and it was so disgusting to this person while they were on a long drive that they actually had to pull over to the side of the road and vomit.
Funny.
Now, when you think about changing someone's life, you really consider what it means to affect somebody.
Yeah.
I think I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I think that's it. It's an honor.
You made an impression.
It's a privilege to have moved you in such a way, not necessarily to tears, but to hot, like thick, chunky,
don't stop.
like oatmeal style vomit.
Stop.
Kind of falling into her own lap.
You're gonna make me do it.
That'd be so everyone's just puking while they listen to the show.
God.
But thank you, this roadside puker, for the update. Let's move on to the next.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, there was something else I was going to say. What was it?
Competition.
Oh right, the Smash competition that we want to do. Oh, we still want to do it.
Yeah.
And I would love to do it sometime while you're still here.
That's not necessary.
Why?
I don't need to be in it.
You don't need to be in it. How about that?
Okay.
You do not need to be in it, and I'm not going to make you be in it. But we've been talking for a while about having a Smash competition. That's a Super Smash Bros. Competition. I believe you were calling it All the Smash in Between.
Yes, because that's its name.
All the Smash in Between. It's actually growing on me quite a bit.
Yeah, All the Smash in Between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually growing on me a lot.
It's great.
So All the Smash in Between is going to happen. I don't know when, but it is. And we will have a prize for the person who gets first place. I will start looking into it soon, but we've just been so busy. I don't even know how I'm going to do this in time and have it up. But I'm going to try.
It'll be fine.
So just know that is coming and that we are working on it, and that if anybody wants to join that, just let me know. Hit me up so I know roughly how many people are going to be in it. Do we need to fill up the full bracket for it to work? You don't
how
know.
the fuck
I don't
are
know.
you?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I still don't know how to block, so there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep teaching you and you keep forgetting.
I know.
So next question.
All right. Our next question is called Traveling Shit Show. And it goes, Dear Mitch and Billy, I was hoping eventually I'd have a story to share with you guys. It's just a goddamn shame that this is what it is. So I'm visiting Auckland, New Zealand, because me and a friend came to get tattoos. But we are at the zoo now, and we entered into one of the bird areas, and I was looking at a bird, I saw something fall. When I looked down, I realized I had been pooped on. And to make it worse, better, it landed in my belly button. Update. To make up for it for a wee bit, I did later make friends with another bird. He gave me a kiss and rubbed his head on me. With love, this person. And then they attached some photos. One of them getting pecked by a bird. Mm-hmm. And one of them, sure enough, is their belly button. It is a shot of the belly button.
Uh-huh.
And it does have bird shit in it.
There is, in fact, bird shit in
bad.
this person's belly button.
Because it sounds like a lie is the thing. So they knew they had to... They knew that they had to include the picture. And just, God, you just don't think about that when you're going to a zoo. You don't think, oh, I shouldn't wear a crop top in case something shits directly into my belly button.
Do you think I should include the picture in the video?
I don't think. They haven't given us permission for that.
That's true. It is a belly shot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So they are wearing a crop top.
But rest assured, we do know this is true because they did send us photographic evidence of bird shit in their stomach, in their little stomach hole.
There is bird shit in there. I saw it.
Tummy toad.
You ever been shit on by a bird?
No.
Never in your life?
No.
Really?
No.
It's happened so much to me. It's happened a lot to me.
So much?
Yeah.
What's so much?
20?
20 times?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It will just happen when you're a kid.
I don't know anyone who's been shot on 20 times. You're seeking out at that point.
Yeah, I do like it, yeah.
You're going and standing under a tree full of crows.
Right, yeah, I enjoy it, which is why it's happened so much.
Oh my God.
No, it would just happen. Like, you're out, there's lots of birds. I think why it's happened so much is there are lots of seagulls here.
Okay.
Like at the beach.
All right.
And they shit a lot.
Yeah.
And sometimes it just happens to be on you. You never been shit on?
No.
I've been shit on my shoulder, on my
head. Know most people I know, it's happened like one time to two, maybe. Yeah. I'm lucky it's happened no times. I don't know anyone who's been shot on even like 6 times. And you're telling me 20?
Anywhere between 10 and 20. But if someone were to say,
wait,
oh no, the number...
digits?
Oh, it's for sure in the double digits.
Jesus.
And if someone were to tell me it's actually more than that, I'd be like, oh.
Checks out.
Yeah, that's fine. I've not been counting, obviously.
Yeah.
Sometimes it happens like kind of close together, like 2 times in a row almost. You know, it'll happen one week, it'll happen the other week.
Oh no.
Yeah, seagulls, baby. The 90s, you just spent a lot more time outside. You're riding your bikes. There's seagulls, and yeah, they're okay. You remember the other day when
blame this on the 90s. I was there in the 90s.
You weren't
90s.
here in the 90s.
Everyone was getting shot on.
You weren't here in the 90s.
I wasn't here, but I was around.
I just don't think the UK maybe. Yeah, pigeons. You guys have pigeons, right?
We've got so many pigeons.
Yeah, it's true. You have a ton of pigeons.
Yeah, they're everywhere. Nearly everyone I know who has been shot on has been shot on by a pigeon. I'm lucky. Missed me. Though they say it's lucky to get shot on, so maybe I'm unlucky.
It is.
Maybe I'm unlucky.
Maybe I'm super lucky.
you are actually. Now that
I think there's a diminishing return on how lucky you can be.
That's why Flat Sound was a success, I swear to God.
Because I've been shit on 20 times.
Karmically, the universe had to like make it up to you.
And now it's y'all getting shitted on. It's the other artists. No, okay, so there has to be a diminishing return there, right? Of like, all right, you get shit on by a bird. Oh, that's good luck, okay.
Yeah.
You get shit on the 20th time. It's like, all right, it might be bad luck at this point. Because nothing good is happening because it happened. You're only just getting shit on at that point. A lot.
I think it's just something people say to make themselves feel better.
Right.
Yeah. I remember in high school, the girl I sat next to in class, because her surname was like one letter off from mine.
Right.
A pigeon shat in her hair, like towards the beginning of the day, and she was hysterical. Because this is a girls' school, so all you really got going for you is your hair. You know, it's like it's the only distinguishing feature from any of the other girls at the school.
Yeah, because y'all wore uniforms.
Yeah. So she was like inconsolable. She was crying so much, and it's all the teachers were saying. They just kept being like, "It's lucky, come on, it's lucky," and she was just trying to brush it out of her hair.
Why not wash it
in like second period?
Why not let her wash it? Brush it out.
I think she washed it like in the sink or something.
Just caking it in at that point. You got to take it from me, someone who's been shit on 20 times probably.
Yeah. What do you do? Just dunk your head in the sea? You
just own it, you know?
Oh.
You're like, yeah, I did that on purpose.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Oh, that's cum, you idiot.
Like, that's what your cum looks like?
Yeah.
Shit, go to a doctor.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
do you think
God.
so? Yeah, it smells bad, too.
It's got black lumps in it.
Yeah, and it does smell like bird shit.
Oh, no.
So, yeah.
Why is it drying
Why
like
is
that?
it your own, and why is it on your shoulder?
I think that's doable. Getting someone on your shoulder is doable, but the
Not
lumps
at that
is
angle.
really the bad thing.
It came down at such a, and then it's plopped down at once. Also, yeah, the black bits in it. Mm-hmm. No.
I think that would be the concerning part.
Anyway, yeah, I would hate it every time, and I'd get really embarrassed every time because it usually happened at like school. Mm-hmm. Because having a school so close to the beach,
yeah,
there's just lots of seagulls.
Right,
They would
it's
just
close to the
come in
beach, and
swarms.
every kid is like eating crisps or something.
Yeah,
so,
we're all just kind
yeah.
of feeding the seagulls, and oh yeah, also ducks. Ducks shit a lot, and they're flying over. You been to a duck pond? You never been shit on at a duck pond?
No, I've been to a lot of duck ponds.
Unlucky. That's what I'm telling you. You are unlucky.
Maybe.
How about let me think. Where else? I remember it happening when I was riding bikes kind of a lot. Because you would like scare the birds.
You're moving.
Yeah, not always.
You're a moving target, and
Sometimes
they still
you're just
got
sitting
you.
there. Okay, when we were on a walk the other day, and the loudest plane flying
Oh,
by.
God, it's a helicopter.
Oof.
I can see it.
When we were on a walk the other day, and there was an absurd amount of crows.
There was so many crows. I felt like I was in a Hitchcock film.
And like how much shit was on the ground.
Yeah.
I guarantee if you stood there or if you walked by a few times, you'd have gotten shit on.
Why would I stand and walk by there a few times knowing how much? There was so many crows.
It's the 90s.
It's like
dude.
Okay, there's no leaves on this tree, but it looks like there are leaves because they're all crows.
Yeah.
Like that's how many crows it was. So why would I stand under it?
You don't like crows?
I like them.
You call yourself goth? You don't like crows?
I like crows.
You wouldn't hang out with the crows?
I would hang out with the
well,
crows.
that is sort of the double-edged sword. You know, there's a yin and yang to everything.
I think
sometimes you get to hang out with crows. Cool, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get shit on.
I think they respect me too much to do it.
Crows?
Yeah.
I'd love to test that today. And we'll just stand underneath the tree and see how much they respect you.
No. I don't have any hair to protect my head.
That's true. We know that because you keep getting sunburned.
Yes.
On the top of your head.
Yeah, it's bad.
That's
It
funny.
looked like that pink balloon painting.
Yes. Yeah, the one you tweeted?
Yes.
Yeah, you do look exactly like that lately.
I've said that for years, but now that I've shaved my head and I'm sunburnt perpetually, it's really it's really growing.
It's obvious, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's quite obvious. Except for you have your little pink up here too.
Yeah.
You want some aloe?
No.
You sure?
Green head. Mitch made me put raw aloe on my head and it made me turn green.
Yeah, it's a green plant.
Yeah. I thought it would just be clear.
Not quite. It looks clear, but
It's definitely did make my whole face green.
really fresh, good aloe. Yeah, it'll turn you green.
Yeah.
Especially when you're already so pink. Of course, it's like a contrasting color.
Okay, fine. Anyway, thank you for this disgusting picture. I can't believe it's real, but it is. So you've never been... Oh, sorry. You couldn't have been shat in the belly button.
Yeah, I guess I could have. I definitely could have.
Not enough belly button.
What? I have a gaping belly button. Of course I do.
It doesn't have like a crevice like this person's does.
No, but it goes in like
does.
I do have a weird belly button, and we haven't really talked about it on the show, but yeah, my belly button is freaky.
It's just a dent.
I'm looking at it now, and it just kind of goes in.
There's no folds or anything.
Yeah,
there's no folds. There's no hole.
It's not great.
It's smooth.
And in fact, if you're watching on YouTube, no, I'm kidding. Just put a little vid of my belly button.
Having to like part the hair.
That's not going to go.
Comb it aside.
That's not going to go on the YouTube vid. But maybe I'll post a pic of it one day.
One day.
I posted belly pics and stuff, but you can't really tell the extent of how weird my belly button is.
No, it's usually hidden in the hair.
It looks like I was cloned.
It does.
Yeah.
It looks like you weren't born of human embryo.
It really
Umbilical cord method.
Yeah, it doesn't look too... Thank God there's this hair in front of it because it really hides the fact that it's weird. If I were to shave it again, because I used to shave it in like high school and stuff, it really accentuates just how fucking strange my belly button is.
Cute. Oh God, he's digging around in there.
It's pretty bad.
He's digging.
Okay, let's get to the other question.
Your turn.
Is it me?
Yeah.
Okay, let me grab my phone. Is it a surprise pickle?
Yes.
There we go. This one is called a surprise pickle. It says, "Hello friends, I'm in need of advice that involves flying to another state to meet a boy that is just a friend. I've been talking to this guy for 2 years, and we've made it clear that we're interested in one another and would date, but long distance is just too hard for our little baby hearts. I recently took a trip to LA where I won essentially a free round trip from the airlines that I flew with. I mentioned this to this boy of interest, and he said, although he would love for us to meet, that I shouldn't waste it on him because his hometown is boring and would rather meet somewhere more exciting. However, I feel like this is a sign to finally meet one another. Should I secretly plan a trip to his hometown and surprise him?" Let me stop right there. No, you should not.
No.
So let's carry on.
All right.
Or should I just use the free flight to go somewhere else? Also, doesn't that sound like he doesn't exactly care if we meet, or is that just the little demon in my head telling me that? I'm a mixture of emotions, and I just want to meet him. Thank you for any kind of advice. Lots of love, this person's name.
Okay. So
let's start it off.
Interesting predicament.
Don't secretly go.
Don't surprise him.
Don't surprise him.
No. Also, I don't know how you would surprise him.
Maybe she's got the...
Maybe she knows his address.
Maybe she doesn't know his address, but maybe she knows his hometown, and then she would like fly there and be like, haha, surprise, I'm here. Let's hang out. And then he'll feel more inclined to have to. Mm-hmm. Which is not what you want to do.
It is what I did. No, it's not what I did.
It's more or less what you did.
Guess what? I'm down the fucking road. Do you want to meet?
It's not what you did. So
I didn't go there with the intention of doing that.
But it worked eventually.
Yeah.
Anyway, don't do that.
Don't do it.
Do not do that. So my instinct is that this guy is like, maybe he's getting cold feet, or genuinely is just like, I don't like my hometown. It's just a little dinky hometown. It's so boring. And maybe home life isn't that great. Maybe he lives at home. Maybe he can't accommodate you in the way that he would want to.
Yeah.
Later on in life, when he has his shit together more. And all of that's totally fine. I've been there 1,000 times. And it makes it very awkward to like meet somebody. Now it's very easy because I could be like, yeah, come over. It's
my house.
I'm proud of all of this, Not always the case. And it wasn't for years and years. So that would be my instinct. That's why I, a lot of the times, was just like, no, let's not. Because I was almost like, it's not quite embarrassed. I would just have rather not. accommodated somebody in the situation that I was before. So that's probably where he's at. And I would probably, you know, just make it clear, like, no, it wouldn't be a wasted trip. I mean, we could do anything. We could just sit at a fucking McDonald's for all I care. And I just really want to meet you. I think it'd be fun. Or, you know, if you're going on the trip, maybe you'll get a hotel somewhere and then you guys can hang out there. And maybe that would be all the accommodation that you guys would need to hang out and meet. And then that could be really cool. And so I would like ask him a few more times. But if he's sternly like, look, I'm sorry, but I would just rather not, you got to accept that as his answer.
Yeah.
And not go.
Yeah. Sorry, let me pull this up again. I wanted to check something. Yeah, I don't know. Because at the end, this person's like, also, doesn't it sound like he doesn't exactly care if we meet? And it's like, that's not what I don't think it's if they care if you meet, but maybe they just want to meet you under the right circumstances,
right.
You know? I wouldn't take it as like, oh, they don't really care about me at all. It's like, you know, yeah, they just maybe want to do it under the right circumstances.
Yeah.
Also, what you could do is maybe their hometown is a fucking bummer, but maybe they live, I don't know, I'm assuming they live in a different state to you or something, and that's why you have to fly.
Yeah, for sure.
So maybe you could go to like the capital of that state, and then it like wouldn't be too expensive for them to get to the capital, and then you could do like city things.
Yeah, you just spend a couple days in the city together.
Yeah, instead of having to like bum around their hometown kind of thing. And maybe that would make them more comfortable. I don't know. Yeah, but like you don't have to meet actually at their house kind of thing. You could also, why the fuck don't I ever get a free round trip when I go to LA? What's this?
How did you get that?
How'd you get that?
From the airline? What airline?
What? Yeah,
I love a free round
go
trip.
to LA all the time. I never get a free round fucking.
Yeah, you do a lot of flying.
Occasionally they'll give me a free bread roll.
Yeah, and it's
if I complain enough.
It's questionably vegan.
Yeah. Ugh, I hate that so much.
They say it's not, but do they know?
They don't know.
They don't know.
They're just telling me that.
Shut
I
you
don't
up.
Fucking know. Yeah.
We've already given her all the watermelon on the plane. Here, eat this bread. Here's my next question. Why did they make a point to say like flying to visit a boy?
A boy that is just a friend.
Just a friend.
Then they put that smiley face that's like a colon and then like an up arrow and then a smiley.
Oh yeah.
Like a smiley with a nose.
With a little nose, yeah. Anyway.
What does that mean? It's cryptic.
It is a bit cryptic, and you know that they're gonna do hand stuff when they hang out. Of course they are. They're just like, I mean, we've talked about it, and yeah, like we would totally date if we could, but we don't want to do the long distance thing. So I'm just gonna go and meet him as a friend. It's like, what?
It's
no.
like, what the fuck? You're gonna kiss
go and meet him and kiss each other on the forehead, and then the neck, and then the hand.
Oh,
the most romantic place to kiss someone.
Yeah, that's the order that we did things in. Yeah, and then the foot.
And then the foot. And on our wedding day,
later. That's at nighttime.
On our wedding day, in front of God and our family, we're gonna do tongue. We're gonna do tongue
on the feet.
We're gonna do foot tongue stuff in front of our friends, family, and our immigration lawyer.
Finally,
Frank is gonna get to witness us do hand, mouth, tongue stuff. Foot, hand, mouth,
foot and mouth.
Leg stuff. Yeah, I think that if you really want to do this, then do a couple of those things we suggested. Maybe, hey, a closer town that's cooler, invite them over. You guys can stay in a hotel together. I don't know how old they are. They're probably, I mean, this person's old enough to fly alone.
I don't know what that means.
I think they're going on a round trip thing alone. That they're old enough to get a hotel and invite a boy over.
Perhaps. I don't know.
And they're 13 and a half. We're giving just terrible advice.
Jesus.
Their mom's going with them. We just don't know. Yeah, I don't think he'd be too against that, even if it's just a little dinky hotel.
Yeah. Go to either, you can try just reassuring them being like, hey, I don't mind, it's free. It's, I'm not going to pay money to come to a shitty hometown. So
yeah.
If I do it for free,
it's not so bad.
Then who cares?
It's not a wasted trip.
Or you can go to somewhere closer that's cooler and be like, hey, do you want to come hang out for a day or two? Or you can just long this whole thing off and go get yourself a holiday.
That's true.
You can do that too.
But going alone?
I don't know. I don't know. Go see someone else.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You can go see another friend. Mm-hmm. Go to a cool... What's cool to do?
I don't know.
Go to Washington, D.C., see the White House.
Ugh.
That's pretty cool.
That's
all the monuments.
As we all know by now, that's the sound of Mitch saluting.
I'm saluting when I do that.
Yeah.
We can go see the White House. And maybe like the like Abraham Lincoln memorial. And just kind of like I don't know, pay tributes to our soldiers.
Stop.
There's an idea.
Oh my god.
What do you have against that?
Do you think it's funny that I've come to America so many times and have only been to this state?
Yes.
It's pretty whack of me.
It's pretty whack of... Yeah, I would agree. It's pretty whack of you. And it's also pretty whack to the immigration officers. Where else am I going to go? To the White House? Why? That's the only two places to go.
Am I going to get kissed there? No.
You go to the White House or to visit Mitch in California.
Those are the two ends of the country and the two things that there are to do.
Yeah. The whole middle, yeah. I hear there's green chilies in New Mexico.
Yeah.
And Breaking Bad was from
like
there.
Further up the West Coast, that's kind of cool, maybe. Like a Pacific Northwest.
Oh, yeah.
That seems a bit cool.
That seems okay.
Yeah. But the rest of it?
None of this has to do with the person.
No.
They're still listening, being like, hello.
I'm just venting.
Venting all your anger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would respect his boundaries if he actually says no, but he's probably just nervous. And he's allowed to be nervous. Be nervous. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just to reiterate, I would be like, hey, it's for sure not a wasted trip for me because I do really want to see you. And I think this is like the best opportunity that we'll get to do that.
Yes.
And I think it could be fun and it could be cool. Mm-hmm. And then suggest like, hey, if you really don't want to... If you really don't want to waste it on your hometown, if there's a closer city, maybe we can both go there and stay there for a couple days. I think I'd really like that as well. And if he's not up for that, you got to accept it.
Then fuck it.
Yeah.
Then fuck it.
Then he's the asshole.
Hey Reddit, is he the asshole? Yes, is always the answer.
Yeah,
if it's
always,
yes.
It's always a yeah.
Yeah.
In this case, though, he wouldn't be. And especially if he politely was like, nah.
Yeah. That's fine. Sometimes people just like to keep things as an online thing as well. I don't know.
That's true.
I don't know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because there always is the danger that you're like, oh, we decided that we don't want to date, but we're just going to hang out and let's face it, you're going to smooch. And then you're going to go back and be like, still not dating, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of cool. But I've always thought that that's kind of cool.
To get a little... heartbroken.
Yeah. A little heartbroken. Mm-hmm. A little summer heartbreak. Yeah. Had some summer heartbreaks.
Yeah.
You were one of them.
Yes.
And then we rekindled at a certain point.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, us meeting, even if we couldn't be together at that time, was dope.
Yeah, it was still very sick.
It was cool.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said in the last episode, I'm very hard to pin down when it comes to like, hey, let's actually meet. Mm-hmm. So maybe this person's the same way. Maybe they're talking a big game, but then when it's time to be like, all right, I can actually do it, they're like, I don't know. I don't know. I was actually just a little horned up. And I was saying some wacky shit like, let's be together. Oh, it sucks we can't be together, you know? But now that it can happen, he's like, oh God, I'm a catfish.
I'm just
oh,
there is that option too. Maybe he's a fucking catfish. You ever cammed with this person? And are you sure it's not a recording?
You need to video chat with them. Mm-hmm. Maybe they're fucking catfish.
That'd be exciting.
That'd be so cool.
My sister keeps insisting you look like the host of Catfish.
Yeah, well, you put that in her fucking head.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Oh, yeah, I did.
You said many people say that Mitch
she was talking about the guy from Catfish, and I said, oh, yeah, many people say that Mitch looks like him.
And she was instantly like, he does!
Wow!
I'm like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it.
See it a little bit.
You fucking people with
you got a different nose.
Some guy is just like a little brown, and you guys are just like, it's Neve from Catfish. Like, someone's just like questionable race, and you guys like just not fully white, and you guys are just like, oh, it's the guy from Catfish.
It's the guy from Flat Sound.
Yeah, they're interchangeable. I just don't see it in person.
Maybe he gets it the other way around all the
Oh,
time.
he does. Yeah, he tells me all the time. Yeah, he tweets at me all the time. Yeah, we're mutuals. Exactly. One last question,
Okay.
because I think we have time for it.
Yes.
I was unsure if we could fit a fourth question, but let's do a fourth question.
We can do a little one. You
Okay.
give it a little advice. Okay, this one's mostly for you, so I'm going to read it.
All right.
And it's called Stupid Music Pearl.
All right, I'm going to get situated like this.
Okay. Hey, bitch and silly. So, I'm a songwriter who, like most others, writes about my feelings and shit. One subject of a few of my songs is a previous relationship I had. The problem is, this previous partner is following me on social media and stuff, so I can't release these kind of embarrassing songs with them as the subject matter without them being aware of it. I'm pretty proud of some of these songs, but want to get them out there, but I don't want to creep them out at all. What should I do? P.S. Love flat sound of Billy's photography and wish you the best. Sincerely, this person's name.
Quite the pickle.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know. Thank you guys so much for listening. This has been all this.
You're like, I in particular have no experience with this.
I have no idea. This hits super close to home. And,
Yes.
And in fact, so this is what I did in the past when I was like consistently releasing music back in the Tumblr days. It was very rare that I'd go like more than a week or so without just putting out a song, you know?
Yeah.
I was just putting up songs all the time and writing them. And a lot of these things that I was writing about or wanting to write about, especially the like very emotional songs, it's too relevant. Like it's just, I know this person's following me and I don't want to make them feel weird. And, you know, sometimes I would do it if the song was vague enough. Sometimes I would not do it. But I can give a specific example, and that is on 4 Songs for Losing You, my album. Was written directly after a large breakup. And I didn't want to, I had those songs in my back pocket like, I don't know, a year, probably an entire year before I had released them. I wrote the songs very quickly, and they were there, and then I just kind of slowly started polishing them over a year, and then I started working on the recordings, and a lot of the recordings were just like done. One of them I put up on Tumblr right away, just because it was a very quick turnaround, and I was very emotional. I didn't really care if they heard it. The other ones were just a little bit more personal to me, and I thought I gotta wait, at least for this release, where it's boom, 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 4 songs all about this person. I wanted to make sure we were both totally over it before I started like financially gaining from it in any way or showing them to other people or having all these other people hear them. So that's what I did. I waited an entire year. And a lot of the songs on my album Sleep, a lot of those songs, I wrote that album when I was in a very happy relationship. And those songs were mostly pulled from experiences from relationships from years ago.
Yeah.
And it was only then that I felt comfortable really writing about those things and internalizing them and putting them out for people to hear. So for me, especially in the early stages of me making music, I did wait a long time. And it's just how I was comfortable. Now, I don't really have that problem. I can turn around and spit out a song, but it's mostly because my songs aren't really about other people anymore. And if they are, they're not songs that would like potentially upset another person or make them feel weird. At least I hope not. Most of my songs are about like my recovery and me and agoraphobia, my panic disorder and mental health and things like that. So I have no problem turning around and releasing those songs immediately. The songs about other people, you might feel more comfortable waiting, and they might feel more comfortable if you waited.
Yeah. I mean, they don't say if they're fresh out of this or not, though.
That's true.
They just say it's about a previous relationship and the previous partner follows them. So...
Okay. Well, then...
if it's been a bit of time, you're probably okay. Assuming you're not, like, calling them out by name and describing specific instances of things they did. Like...
Or I think that the beautiful thing about songwriting, though, is that the act of writing a song, it helps kind of even you yourself as the writer understand the experience more. I think that's the very beautiful thing about writing in general, is that when you actually sit down and you take the time to write down all of these thoughts and craft them carefully, you're better understanding those thoughts as well. So I think you should probably just be aware and maybe be even a little bit careful that what you're putting out into the world is accurate and is not too vengeful and is not something that would purposely make another person feel bad. I've had experiences before where even though to me a song is very beautiful and is very almost celebratory, yes. When the other person heard it, they just didn't want me writing about the relationship at all, right? And then you're kind of split between these things. You're like, well, I'm not making them look bad, but it does make them uncomfortable. But those are my experiences I'm writing about. Am I not allowed to write about them? I don't know if it makes them uncomfortable or not. If you're close with this person, you could, if enough time has passed and you don't think it would make them uncomfortable, talk to them about it.
Yeah.
And say, hey, so I have these songs and some of them are kind of influenced and inspired by you. And, you know, again, assuming the songs aren't too vengeful or, you know, hateful in any way, they'll probably be totally okay with it. And then you can feel better about it. Or just take the risk. That's like the last thing that you could do.
They might not be paying any attention.
They might not care.
They
and
might
also,
not even fucking hear it.
Songwriting is very, very vague. I think most people hear things and kind of assume it's about them or assume it's not. And you're allowed to write about your own experiences and you're allowed to tell people about those experiences. And again, especially if you're not like directly, or I shouldn't say directly at all, being vengeful or hateful or making this other person feel or look bad.
Yeah.
Then if those are just your experiences, you're allowed to say that you felt a certain way, whether that be hurt or happy or just sad or you missed somebody or something like that, or you felt confused or, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know what type of writer you are, so.
When I was a teen, in my late teens, and all my friends were in bands, I used to go see them all the time, and two of the people this happened with, two guy singers, guy songwriters in bands, both had songs about two of my girlmates who they had dated previously. And one of them, we all knew it was about her, but we were just like, yeah, it's a banging song and who cares? The relationship was like nearly 2 years ago kind of thing. And it was just like a song about that he wrote at the time and was just kind of, you know, vague and was just like, it's a shame that we broke up, but I still love you as a person kind of thing.
Right.
And pretty nice song. The other one was straight up like, I can't remember the lyrics, but it was along the fucking lines of like, I still can't believe that you made out with Peter beneath the bridge kind of thing. Like, it was like way fucking specific and like uncomfortable when he would play it because everyone would just be like, yeah, we all do remember that instance that we all heard about, you know?
Wow.
Like, it was just, like, really specific and really, like you said, like, vengeful kind of thing. And it would make such an uncomfortable listening experience, not just for her, but for, like, everyone who was there, man. It was bad.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
You have to, I think, but just, like, doing stuff like that in general is just a little bit corny. I mean, you were a teenager when it happened, so it was a different time, you know?
Yeah.
But I know that, like, dudes are still doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe I could just write it off as being young or something. Though that is pretty bold to like write something like that and then like play locally to where these people are coming to that show and then you perform that song. I'd just be like, maybe don't play that song.
Yeah.
There
you got others.
when those people that you're talking about have attended. That's super fucking awkward.
Yeah, playing it like to them. Yeah. Yeah, it was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But kind of funny, but uncomfortable.
Yeah, it sounds super uncomfortable. I'm kind of on the team of like, you know, you're allowed to write anything that you want.
Yes, of course.
And art is art, and art can be very beautiful, and art can be very cathartic. And again, writing really helps you internalize these emotions and to better understand them. A lot of times I will not know how I feel about something until I've written about it, and then I can almost map it out. You know, I can really say, oh, I feel this way about it because I actually took the time to write it all down step by step, and or move stuff around and edit it, and it's like I'm editing how I feel about it. And you know, you could put out anything that you want. The backlash, be whatever it is. But generally, in my experience, it's been okay. Though I do have one example, not an example I'm going to give because I hate the fucking song more than anything. But here's something you definitely shouldn't do, and it's when I was fucking so young. I was like literally like 16 years old and just started Flat Sound, and I wrote a song like that, but except it was much worse. It was like recalling a specific moment, and I was using like a town name and a specific thing that happened, and blah blah. And the song this was like 2006, you know. It was just teenage slut shamey, you know.
You've played me it.
Oh, it's so embarrassing, dude. It's seriously so.
You played me it under the thing of like, want to hear the worst thing I ever wrote.
Yeah. And it's when I was just a straight up child, you know. And I guess what's embarrassing is that people will continue to write that like that in their 20s and even 30s, you know, these like personal, vengeful type of. What it shows is a lack of skill, first of all. To not use any bit of nuance when you're supposed to, or any, you know. And it was cathartic for me at the time, but it was vengeful, is what it was. And again, it's a bit slut shamey, and it wasn't the jam, you know. It's super super embarrassing. And I remember that person heard the song, and their only response to it, they hit me up on MySpace. This is that era, right? It's 2006. Yeah. They hit me up on MySpace about it. And God, she's so cool. She just corrected something in it. Something small.
Really?
She was like, actually, it was this.
Oh my God.
And I thought back and, oh, fuck, she's right.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
She's so cool about it. So cool about the whole thing. When I'm sure it was probably, I mean, I didn't have like a huge fan base or anything like that. It was just some person on the internet, you know? It was a stupid fucking thing to do. Like, it was a dumb 2006 thing to do that, you know, didn't affect her in any way, but it was still like, looking back, super embarrassing. So as long as you're not doing anything like that, and you're being tasteful, and you're being honest, and you're just creating something that you think is beautiful, and that you think is accurate, and that you think is honest, and that isn't spiteful, and that isn't hateful, I'd say go for it. And if you really feel uncomfortable, either wait a bit of time till you think that it's appropriate, or you can reach out and talk to the person about it. I think that's your safest bet.
Good advice.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good. Love to hear it.
So with that said, we got to wrap up, which is fine because I am boiling hot.
I'm so red. Have you seen how red I am?
I'm sweating.
Yeah.
Also, you're sweating too. I could see it.
Yeah.
Let me.
Oh my
God.
God.
Reach that? I can't reach that.
It's visible. Oh, Jesus.
It's warm today. Is it humid? Yeah. What do you think the humidity is? And let's do this quick so we can get
100.
That's not 100.
I don't know what happens at 100.
Yeah, you keep thinking that we just go underwater at that point.
The air just turns into water, I think.
I learned just recently when I got the dehumidifier, or the dehumidifier, and how that percentage works, but I've completely forgotten at this point.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think it's not that humid, but it's just hot out.
Okay.
What do you think? So I'm going to say like a 70% humidity.
I want to say like 83.
83, okay. So I'm going to go 71, you're going to go 83.
Okay.
Hey Siri, what's the humidity?
The humidity index is currently 58%.
We're babies, man.
It's nothing.
Absolutely nothing. I think it's just this room because we're
just
under the window.
hot?
I think it's this room. It's all closed up. Oh boy, she needs juice.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for listening to All the Space in Between. New setup is cool.
I thought you forgot what your name was then.
What?
Because you usually say, thank you for listening to All the Space in Between. My name is Mitch. And you just went,
Oh, no.
Fuck, what is it?
What the fuck is it?
Shit.
I feel like an idiot for not knowing.
Oh my God, I know this.
I know this shit. I was just saying it like yesterday, you know? Thank you for listening to All the Space in Between. My name is Mitch.
I'm Billy.
And we're on episode 31.
31.
31. Thank you guys so much for listening. I feel like I was super low energy this entire time.
It's because we're so hot.
Keep in mind, we've
Sorry.
spent an entire week on our feet working and working and working, and now we're in a boiling hot room. But the workday continues.
Yeah.
And we did not use this as an excuse to not put up a podcast this week, even though the room was
Even
in
though we would have
pieces.
been well within our rights to skip one.
I think we would have been. We
Yeah,
were
we would
super
have
busy
been.
this entire week.
We
but
did it for you anyway.
We've not skipped one yet.
No.
And I don't intend on skipping one.
No.
So thank you to the faithful listeners. Guys, keep telling your friends about the show.
Yeah,
Keep reviewing
please.
this on iTunes, rating it on, I'm sorry, not iTunes anymore, Apple Podcast. I love those ratings. I love the reviews. I smile every time I see them. Please continue doing that. Please continue telling your friends. You can listen to this podcast on Spotify even, and our YouTube channel. I need to start promoting that more. That's youtube.com/all-the-space-in-between. Yeah, if you would like to send us an email, we have a beautiful email set up. It's very easy to remember, and it is
allthespaceinbetween@gmail.com. Please do send us emails because we are running a little low.
we are running a little. We have a lot of starred emails of.
We do. We've got a backlog. We do have a backlog, but we would love some new emails.
I love logging in
and just seeing a whole chunk of them to
and
choose
just a whole
from.
chunk of new emails to read.
Yeah.
To just sink my little teeth into.
That's my favorite. I really like reading through them a lot. So please do send us some of those. Yeah, and you can listen to every episode that we've done. There are 31 of them as of right now, up on our website, which is
allthespaceinbetween.com.
beautiful.
Beautiful. Let's get out of this stinky hot little room
I'm so sweaty.
and have a wonderful week, guys. And we will talk to you next week. I think that's it.
Bye.
Bye.